Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. This is the second installment in our series, and today we're going to take a look at the preface. Starting a book with a reading on humility takes some kind of chutzpah. We'd agree with that, but hear us out. We're just a couple of geezers in Western Japan in a very rural area, and we don't have any illusions about changing anybody's mind on anything. We wrote this book for two reasons only. First, we wanted something to pass on to our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren who are spread out over two hemispheres. And second, we wanted to add some Dhamma, that's the teachings of the Buddha, to our own morning readings. Our primary purpose is to leave something behind besides a bag of IOUs. Writing a book, that's within our control. People reading it, that's out of our control. Small expectations, big serenity. If anyone, family or otherwise, finds these readings useful, fine. If they don't find them useful, fine. If you are not our progeny, and even if you are, these may not be the droids you were looking for, fine. It's an acquired taste. We've looked for a Dhamma reader for personal use for years. During that time, we've read 3 books every morning over coffee. We still find them inspirational, but we'd like to add a reminder of our own spiritual and religious beliefs too. We have a mixed marriage. Mrs. Dhamma is Jodo Shinshu, that's Pure Land sect Mahayana Buddhist, and Dhamma Bum, that's me, is Thai Forest Tradition Theravada Buddhist. Because we couldn't find a daily reader that works for both of us, we decided we'd have to do this ourselves, and that too is within our control. So, to our children and our children's children, in our opinion, the world has always been a hot mess. If you're looking for doom and gloom, you will surely find it. Just remember that describing the darkness does not shed any light. There have been many, even darker days in the past, but our ancestors left us with tools for when we feel overwhelmed. These may be hard times, but they're going to pass. They might pass like kidney stones, but they'll pass. In Buddhist terms, things arise and then they disband. They disband, then they arise. Or, as Joe Rogan put it, hard times make hard men make soft times make soft men make hard times, and so it goes. The Buddha and Rogan are not the only ones we quote. We tap a wide variety of sources. Being derivative is not a bug, it's a feature. This isn't academic, but we do give in-text citations and sources in the appendix. The whole point here is to pass on what we've learned from other people, most of it through unforced errors of our own, not listening and ignoring common sense and good advice. Here's a tip. Try to learn from others' mistakes because there's not enough time to make them all on your own. Around 2012, we wrote letters to our youngest sons as they were leaving home. Mine were banal. Mind your own business, keep your hands to yourself, don't be a jerk, like that. But Mrs. Dhamma's were transcendent. She told them that to live a good life, they need 4 things: humility, sincerity, effort, and gratitude. So these are the 4 main themes that we develop in this extended letter to the people that we love the most. Between these 4 cardinal points, we have inserted parts of the Eightfold Path. These are among the best ideas bequeathed to all of us. What we have learned is that we're as happy as we want to be, our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. Chances are the same goes for you. So, gang, may you live happy, joyous, and free. We hope that this wee book might provide you an evening's entertainment, or maybe a daily reminder, or maybe just a beer coaster, who knows. Humble as it is, this is what we've got. We love you, and we wish you much more love in your life, both given and received, as you move along your journey. Just remember, whatever you put into life, that's what you're going to get back. All our love. Dhamma Bum and Mrs. Dhamma, and that's Christmas 2022. We got a postscript. Thanksgiving 2023. In the course of writing this book, we've come to believe that most of the trouble in the world results from trying to change other people instead of changing ourselves. We understand that it's thrilling to think we're part of some great movement that's going to save the world. But that same hubris has driven the most tragic events in history. When we're disturbed, there is something wrong with us, and that's where we need to focus. The Buddha taught us to study our own mind, tame our own heart, and treat people in our lives kindly. Changing ourselves is work enough. Changing the world, well, that's a delusion. We're truly grateful to have had you in our lives and wish you much joy and happiness as you live out your own. Love always. Dhamma Bum and Mrs. Dhamma. And to everybody, happy trails to you until we meet again, which I hope will be very soon. Thank you and see you later.